How are you feeling about your defence today?
Terrified.
You're going to be OK, I know you are.
I wish I shared your confidence.
Look, you've done nothing wrong, so all you've got to do is tell the truth.
And what if it comes out? What happened yesterday?
Then I'm looking at 6 months for assault, no big deal. Oh, you meant for you.
It's going to make me look so guilty.
Nobody's going to find out.
I really hope you're right.
You've got a top lawyer, character witnesses. I reckon you'll be home tonight with your fella. And I'll be shacking up with a new cellmate who doesn't snore. Happy days.
I don't snore.
Rita, still coming to court later?
Don't worry, I'll be there.
Smashing. I'll drive us down.
Breaks my heart what's happening to her. It's so unfair.
Well, fingers crossed she'll get acquitted.
But of course she will. She's a good woman, Sally. I don't believe for a minute she'd cheat on Tim.
Brian, you forgot your butties.
Oh, thanks, so. I was miles away.
You been out on the lash again?
Sadly, no. Burning the midnight oil, I'm afraid.
Up till 3 was this time.
Struggling to rewrite the school nativity. They want something special, something with a more modern twist.
Oh, I keep telling you, Brian, people like traditional. They won't want robot shepherds.
Robot shepherds? Don't sound very festive.
Oh, well, I don't know what to do then, do I? I mean, I'll have to rewrite it at lunchtime, won't I?
Excuse me. You'll have to be having your lunch at lunchtime.
Well, at least you can relax tonight with a few pints and a good old pub quiz.
Sadly, I fear I'll be at the metaphorical coalface.
It's not fair. Shouldn't have to be doing all this extra stuff.
Hi, it's me again. You give me a ring when you get this.
No joy.
Nope. Spoken to her since yesterday.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if she's backed out completely after what happened.
Why is that then?
Well, she was furious. Sally lied to her, didn't she?
Yes, only so she could get the CCTV evidence back in time.
But if she hasn't told the truth about that, what else is she lying about?
That's nonsense. Duncan's the one who's lying.
What will the jury think?
I'm not being anti-Russian. I just don't want chicken Kievs again. I need to go, Luthby.
Nice of you to join us.
Sorry, I didn't realise we had a meeting.
Well, I sent an email.
Did you? I didn't get it.
Will everyone else turn up?
He sent it at 1 a.m. again.
Sorry, have I missed much?
Just the whole thing.
Right.
What's the key to being a successful educator, Brian?
Communication.
And communication is a two-way process. There's no point in me staying up preparing an agenda if nobody can be bothered to read it, is there?
Sorry, I'll read it in the break.
No, you won't. You'll stay behind after school and you'll do it then. Everyone else dismiss.
Oh, hi. I was about to call you. Imran's been on. The divorce is going through.
It's amazing. You'll soon be Mrs. Connor.
I thought you were going to be Mrs. Habib. Or we could go double-barrelled. Connor Habib, Habib Connor.
Now listen, I've got some news as well. The fertility clinic have come back with a quote.
How much?
All in, 3,500. That's just for the first cycle.
It's a lot more than I thought.
Yeah, but it's okay. We'll find it.
Ah, there you are. Johnny's ready to go.
Well, I'm sorry, love. I just had to pop to Fresco's for some bits.
Yeah, well, hurry up. I don't want him going off on one.
How are you two, anyway?
You don't need to ask me that every time you see me.
I'm just worried about you, that's all.
Yeah, well, stop worrying and start getting ready for court.
Yeah. Well, tell him I'll be 5 minutes.
Whoa! Rita! Whoa! You okay?
Oh, I'm not sure. It's my ankle. I think I've twisted it.
She should be here by now. Have you rung her again?
Yes, Tim. I've rang her. She's not answering.
Right, I've had enough of this. It's not fair on Sally keeping her waiting.
What are you doing?
I'm going to find Paula, see where she goes.
Thank God. I was worried about you for a minute.
Yeah, well, you were right to be worried after your hospital escapade yesterday. Did you really think you could pull something like that and people wouldn't find out? I need to ask His Honour for a short delay. I want to take some urgent instruction.
I felt sure that somebody would have seen Jude. There's still no news on the Twitter. Right, for the last time, Mary, it's just Twitter. Okay, let me have a look at your emails. Well, I was thinking maybe a reward might help. You know, something catchy like Jude Appleton, wanted dead or alive.
Preferably alive.
I'm not sure this is a good idea.
But I'm desperate.
There are no end of equally desperate people out there, only too happy to provide you with false information just to claim the reward.
Look, I'm sure it'll be fine. Jude will turn up eventually. Oh, that's exactly what Mother said when Albert went missing.
Oh, was that your dad?
My hamster. He escaped whilst I was cleaning out his cage. Got run over by a road roller. Ground into the tarmac, spread-eagled on a zebra crossing like a nightmarish cartoon.
Look, it might all be for the best, Mary. Perhaps Jude just needs to make a fresh start somewhere else.
Roy, no. He has a son, a wife, a mother who need him here. Well, maybe not a wife.
Mary, you do have messages.
What? I don't understand.
You just had your privacy settings wrong.
Well, what do they say?
Right, well, most of them are spam, timeshare bargains. Oh, increase the size of your... Apparently, you've inherited some money from the president of Burkina Faso.
Really?
No, I'm not sure that that's genuine. There is one here from an actual human. His name's Darren. He says that he works with Jude, and he saw him in Withington 3 days ago. And you can meet up if you want to.
Are you sure this is wise, Mary? You've no idea who this person is.
It's fine, Roy. I'll be a bodyguard.
Why don't we just slow down? Make contact first and...
Say yes. Say yes.
Does Tim know?
He's the least of your worries. Why are you so determined to sabotage your own future? Your freedom is at stake here. Do you understand that?
Of course I do.
Really? Really, Sally? Because first you fire me, then you interfere with a witness, and now this? Getting yourself hospitalised.
But we managed to get hold of the CCTV, and that proves I wasn't with John.
No, because you see, there are really strict rules about how evidence is obtained. And yesterday, you managed to break most of them.
But I had to.
No, technically, you've tried to manipulate court proceedings. And unfortunately for you, I now know about it.
And what's that supposed to mean?
It means I can no longer represent you. It means I have to withdraw from the trial.
No, Paula, I need you.
Yeah, and I need a client I can trust.
So what's going to happen to me now, then?
Case will be adjourned.
No! If that court case is adjourned, I'll be stuck inside for God knows how long, and I can't face that. There must be something you can do.
Well, the only option we have is for you to admit what you've done, which means we have to tell the judge and the prosecution.
But won't that make things worse for me?
The judge could well hold you in contempt of court and rule the CCTV footage inadmissible. But I don't see that you've got a choice.
So all that was for nothing?
And you could well end up back in prison, facing more charges.
What's going on? Why can't we go in there?
We all know why.
What, you think that they found out?
Of course they have. Paula said as much yesterday.
Well, that's it then. We're sunk, aren't we?
Paula, what's happened?
Well, as predicted, the news of what you and your mum cooked up yesterday's reached the judge.
How?
I told him.
What? Why? You're supposed to be on my mum's side.
I appear to be the only one who is on your mum's side at the moment, and I include her in that.
So why have you done doing it then?
I'm legally obliged to inform the court and the other side. Otherwise, I have to withdraw from the case. And then the trial would be adjourned and Sally would end up back in prison.
Is that what's happening?
No, I've managed to persuade the judge to come down on our side. No thanks to you on numerous counts. So, the CCTV evidence is in. I am going to carry on, and I would ask you all to please just stop interfering and let me do my job.
That was the end of the giant. And Jack and his mother lived happily ever after.
You're a natural, Roy. He's nearly asleep. I might pay a treat to our Jake.
You haven't seen Mary, have you? Only I'm quite keen to hand George back.
No, sorry. Where's she gone?
Beggars belief, but she's meeting a complete stranger who contacted her over the internet.
Oh, is she dating? I've tried them apps. Not that I'd recommend them, though. There's some right nutters out there. There was this one guy, right, who reckoned he had a tattoo of Donald Trump down there. Kept asking me if I wanted to see the Donald. I did not.
Oh, right. How come you got George?
Oh, Mary's on a date.
Oh, all right. Well, I finished work early anyway, so I'll take him. Thank you. See you later. Oh, he loves that. It's his favourite.
Well, that's troubling aspects for me.
Really?
Yeah, well, if Jack hadn't broken into the giant's house in the first place to steal the goose, then the giant would never have died. 3 times he breaks in. That's not just a random crime of opportunity. That's premeditated burglary motivated by pure greed.
Okay.
Mrs. Appleton,
Yeah, that's me.
we'd like a word with you about your husband.
So, in respect of these liaisons with Mr. Radfield, you maintain that he is lying and everything he says is a complete fabrication.
Yes, exactly.
And why should we believe you rather than him?
Because I'm telling the truth.
The truth. Where were you yesterday, Mrs. Metcalfe?
Your Honour, this issue has already been dealt with. The court are fully aware where Mrs. Metcalfe was yesterday, and my learned friend knows that.
Agreed.
Yes, your representatives kindly disclosed the CCTV footage from Weatherfield General Hospital.
Which proves that I was visiting a sick child who just had his foot amputated and not with Duncan.
But why did you wait until yesterday to tell anyone about this trip to the hospital?
Because I forgot. I can't remember where I was every day.
But the date in question was your birthday. How can anyone not remember where they were on their birthday?
It was a mistake. I was busy.
And it's just as possible, wouldn't you say? For anyone to make such a mistake, to forget a date.
I suppose.
Someone like Mr. Radfield.
No.
Mr. Radfield may well have been mistaken that he was with you on that occasion, but what he is not mistaken about is that you and he were conspiring, that you were having an affair, and that you coerced him into stealing money from Weatherfield Council.
No! Stop saying all those things. They're all lies. I have never stolen any money. I have never had an affair. I love my husband. I would never cheat on him. He's everything to me. He might have his flaws, but he's my rock. He's the only thing that's getting me through all this. I'm sorry. But every night, it breaks my heart I can't be with him. And that Duncan is robbing me of so much precious time that I should be spending with my husband.
Phil, boss, I wanted to apologise for earlier.
No need, Brian.
I would normally check my emails in the morning, but, well, I had a late night, working on the production.
Well, I'm concerned to hear you're putting in such long hours.
It's not easy adapting a nativity.
Most of my staff are able to cope with their extracurricular activity.
I can cope.
Not so sure. Maybe we should think about a performance review.
What do you mean?
Well, for your own well-being, just to make sure that you're okay and capable of doing the job.
I am capable, Phil. Have no fear about that.
Really? You're staying up late to get work finished, missing meetings, interfering in private matters that don't concern you.
Oh, but they do concern me if Fizz and Tyrone are good friends.
You cannot let your personal relationships interfere with your professional responsibilities. That child bit a teacher, and now her parents are refusing to agree to the PRU.
I'm sorry. I will try harder. You wait. This play will be a corker, the best that Bessie Street has ever seen.
Let's hope so, Brian. I'm trying to rebrand this school. And I'm afraid to say it's not just the underperforming pupils who are at risk.
Don't forget that we're meeting after school to go through that presentation you missed. 5:30 sound okay? It should only be a few hours.
Yes, yes, of course.
I'm really grateful that you came, Johnny. I could tell that Sally was made up and all.
Yeah, well, it's the least I could do. She doesn't deserve all this. Neither do you two.
Thank you.
Makes me angry. Someone like your mum just wants to help people, do good. If I see that Duncan again, I'll watch out.
Yeah, John, thank you.
Well, look, I've got everything crossed. I'm sure she'll be coming home tonight.
Cheers.
Thanks, Johnny. How's it going in there?
Oh, I don't know. One minute I think we're winning, the next it's looking hopeless. They even twisted the CCTV evidence against her.
Wish there was more I could say. Give her alibis for all them dates. Prove she wasn't with him.
She wasn't with him. Come on, Gina. My mum would never cheat on him. You've seen her in there. She loves him. She really, really loves him. She's gutted that she can't prove herself in front of everyone, listening to all these lies. She's in tears.
Maybe I shouldn't give evidence. It's too much of a risk.
Oh, no. You've got to. You're our ace in the hole. Our secret weapon. Our cuckoo in the nest.
Yeah, the last one didn't work.
Yeah, you know what I mean, though. You're her sister. You're the best character witness that she could hope for. And she thinks the world of you. She told me about all that stuff that you did when you were kids and how life's now complete now that you're back in it. All she ever wanted to do was help you, Gina, and now you can help her.
No pressure, then.
Hey, listen, don't worry. What you've got to do is stand up there and just tell the truth. That's it.
It's down to you whether my wife spends the next few years away from me or not.
What's so urgent? We were just chatting to Darren. Such a nice man. Collects fridge magnets. The spit of Philip's scope.
Mary, with some news.
Why, what's happened?
They think they've found Jude.
We've recovered a body that matches Mr. Appleton's description.
They need us to go identify it. No. I just wanted to wait for you to get back to tell you.
Oh, Mary, I'm so sorry.
Well, I feel very honoured that you trust me to run the cabin.
Well, let's see if you still feel like that after a few early mornings sorting out the paper rounds.
Hadn't thought of that.
Here's the keys, love. That one's for the front door.
Oh, right. And what's this little one for?
Drinks cabinet. Help yourself.
I'll have to see how stressful it is.
Are you going to be okay getting home?
She's not going home. Oh, don't fuss, love. Listen, I've survived worse than this. I'll be perfectly fine in my little flat.
Well, how are we going to manage the stairs?
Very slowly, I should imagine.
And you haven't even got Gemma to look after you.
To be fair, I think that's a blessing.
You are stopping here where we can look after you. No arguments.
Right, well, it'll give me a chance, probably, to keep my eye on you.
Hi, love. How was court?
Ah, well, you know what it's like. They twist your words, don't they? I did what I could.
I'm sorry I couldn't come.
Oh, don't worry. How's your ankle?
Aching, but not broken, thankfully.
I said you can stop here till it gets better. That's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. No problem at all.
Thanks, Johnny. I promise I'll be no bother.
Yeah, you forget, I've lived with you before, and I lock that bar at night.
Dad, can I have a word?
Sure, what is it, love?
Can you lend me some money?
Of course, how much?
3,500
What do you need all that for?
for fertility treatments. Me and Rana can have a baby.
Listen, I'm as excited as you are about the idea of a new grandchild, but I can't just free up that sort of cash at the minute.
Oh, it's fine. You've got pointers. We'll talk about it later.
Oh, sorry, I'm not interrupting, am I?
No, it's fine, love.
I was just asking about Sally's trial.
Right, I need to get back to work. I see you tonight, Mrs. Habib Connor.
Can you please tell the court how Mrs. Metcalfe has helped you?
Yeah. I've struggled recently. I've had a lot of problems. I was diagnosed with bipolar and I was finding life tough. Sally's done really well for herself. Lovely husband, nice home, kids. And when I really needed her, she was there for me. Took me in, gave me somewhere to live, got me a job, looked after me. She saved me.
Thank you.
Of course. It's only natural that you'd want to help your sister, particularly after she helped you.
Well, I'm not saying it because she's my sister. I'm saying it because it's true. Sally's not a thief.
But what about the other allegations? The liaisons with Mr. Radfield?
No. Sally would never cheat on Tim.
But it's a matter of record that she did. She kissed her ex-husband, Kevin Webster.
Yeah, it was just a kiss. It doesn't mean she was having an affair.
Did she tell you about the kiss with Mr. Webster?
Well, no.
So she kept to the secret?
I suppose so, but we weren't in touch at the time. Look, Sally would never have an affair. She just wouldn't.
You're confident in that?
Yes.
So confident that when you found a mobile phone hidden at your sister's property, you disposed of it for her?
I thought it might make her look guilty.
Well, there's a very simple reason for that. You know she is guilty. You know that she was having an affair, and you know that she made her lover, Mr. Radfield, steal money for her.
I don't know that. You're putting words into my mouth.
May I remind you, you were on oath. Now, can you say, beyond all reasonable doubt, that she was not having an affair with Mr. Radfield?
No, I can't say that for certain.
So you're saying she did have an affair?
Well, I wasn't with her all the time, was I? She was out a lot with the council stuff. So she could have been. I don't know.
Coronation Street's back in half an hour.